They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but in this case, this picture is worth decades of inspiration for generations of working women. That's Frances Masters, a 103-year-old Rosie the Riveter.
Just incredible. Her work during World War II will soon be immortalized in bronze at Memorial Park in Royal Park.
7 News Detroit reporter Evan Siri had the opportunity to sit down with Frances to listen to her stories, still fresh all these decades later.
We just came out of the Depression, and we all had to work.
1939. It was the end of one profound and consequential era and the dawn of a new one, World War II.
Since my brothers were both in the Army, the next person to help my family was me.
For Frances Masters, that meant pulling up her sleeves and getting to work inside a bomber plant in Ypsilanti.
I worked at the bomber plant to make money, plus gave me a honor to work to help for the war effort.
And you still remember those days pretty well.
I do remember going early in the morning, taking the streetcar plus the bus.
Now, at 103 years old, Masters' work as an original Rosie the Riveter will be immortalized at the Michigan World War II Legacy Memorial in Royal Oak.
It's a privilege, not only for me, but for all the other Rosies.
This is where the statue of Frances Masters will be unveiled this Veterans Day. I talked to the president of the board of directors for this memorial, who tells me Frances was the perfect Michigander to represent this Rosie the Riveter unveiling.
And that's one thing we wanted to make sure is that basically this memorial represents Michigan's contributions to World War II. She told us about going through the plant, seeing the president go through with Henry Ford.
This is a picture of Masters standing next to a clay model of the statue. It will show a portrayal of Frances working on the factory line, riveting the panel for the B-24 bomber.
I used a press, I used a small riveter, plus in the bigger part of the plane, I used a power gun. It came from the ceiling.
I asked the former acrobat, who even at 9 years old performed inside Detroit's historic Fox Theater, what keeps her so young.
Vegetables. And I kid, I says, I use a lot of olive oil.
In Royal Oak with a Rosie the Riveter.
We were in the front helping out beside the soldiers. And I'm really honored to be one.
Evan Siri, 7 News, Detroit.
Yeah, it's good to know Frances, huh? That'll be fun to see the action next week for her.